alone. She wasn't earning much because they used to support each other financially before the separation thing. But once he left, she had to carry everything on her own. She did her best, but those were tough years. I saw my mother struggle emotionally, financially, everything. She tried not to show it, but I could see the difference. And it wasn't just the money, it was the betrayal, the silence, the emotional toll of being abandoned by the person who she once called her husband. Even when our mom got seriously sick, our father did not show up. He knew she was sick. People reached out to him. We also reached out. All he did was send money a few times, but he never showed up. When she eventually passed in 2023, do you know my dad only showed up to fulfill all righteousness, not because he genuinely cared. That's one pain I've carried for years. It's the kind of pain that words don't really explain. Since her death, I've probably seen my dad about, let's say, 5 times, and each time I felt nothing. Just a reminder of everything he did or didn't do for us. I truly believe the stress and heartbreak from that whole betrayal affected my mom's health more than she let on. It aged her, it weakened her. So now, when people say he's still your father or forgive him, I honestly struggle. Now, here's where it gets complicated. My dad is currently sick. Apparently, it's serious. And suddenly, everyone is calling, messaging, trying to guilt trip us into stepping up to take care of him, check on him, or even forgive him. My husband says I should just let go and try to be the bigger person. My siblings are trying to move on, but I can't lie. I don't feel ready to forgive my father. Not yet. Maybe not ever. Because how do you forgive someone who abandoned his family, let your mother die with a broken heart, and then expect comfort when life turns on him? Is being a parent enough reason to erase years of absence and pain? Am I wicked or just honest for feeling this way? Everyone thinks I'm being unreasonable, but they didn't see the nights my mom cried or watch her slowly fade. Now that he's down, I'm supposed to pretend all is well. I don't know if I can. I honestly don't think I can forgive my dad.
That's a tough one.
So now this is an emotional one, I must say. Now I feel so sorry that her mom passed on. Honestly, it's not an easy journey for someone to lose a parent, especially a mom and everything. It's really not a very pleasant journey, I must say. Honestly, it's not. So it brings us to the topic of today.
Okay.
Because do you think this woman is being unreasonable for not wanting to forgive her dad?
For
Sorry, excuse me. All right. So, do you think that this woman is just trying to be unreasonable? Because she said that her dad abandoned them, and for the time that he left, he remarried. He's married. According to her, even though she does not give much details as to the other woman, but their dad left. Like at that point, he chose to start his life afresh, abandoning 4 children and his wife as at the time. Even though from what she's saying, there's really no clear case of, oh, maybe there was a divorce or there was separation, but the father was shut down at that time.
and then
So now, according to her, their mom passed on from illness, even though she also attributes that to the heartbreak and the very trying times that her mom had to face with waking up with to the reality that your husband is no more. You have to do life alone, taking care of children yourself and everything. And now her dad is sick. Years after, even though her siblings are beginning to bend a little, the woman is being insistent that she does not want to forgive her dad because she doesn't feel like it. Do you think she's being unreasonable?
first of all, I have to accept that her feelings are completely valid. That because you have to take it from the perspective of, yes, she had an elder brother, but if you realize in most families, when they have like maybe the girl is like the firstborn or the secondborn, she plays the role of the second mother.
Okay.
So now imagine a situation where her younger siblings are asking her where's daddy, where her mom is crying in the corner. Maybe her brother has a responsibility because obviously he has to go to school, university, and these things. So he may not even have the opportunity to, pay so much attention to the mother. Whereas the girl is meant to be like the caring factor. She's meant to be like maternity. She's meant to have that mother-like instinct where she
Okay.
wants to take care of her siblings, take care of the whole house, take care of everything. So imagine a situation now, you are aware that your father completely abandoned you. It's not like you were young and it happened when you were young, you can't remember. You
But-
are completely aware
Well, of course.
that your father left you, and it more sought to injury, he's remarried. And your mother, obviously dying from the fact of losing her true love, cannot actually get remarried. She's stuck in that moment, and your father has moved on already. So I feel like it's unreasonable for people to think that, oh, just because of he's sick, now everything should be swept under the rug. Every feeling has to be processed, despite how long it takes us to process it.
Okay.
But every feeling has to be acknowledged, whether it's hatred, forgiveness, kindness, everything. And I feel like what her husband has no business in this.
Okay. So
Why-
he should just hold his
He should
side.
just, your husband, hold her hand and tell her it's going to be okay.
Okay.
But to say that you should just put your mouth in a situation where it does not involve you, that is, I don't know whether for me, but that is crossing the line.
Okay, so take it easy with us. So, Fortune, what you're trying to say is that this woman is clearly not wrong.
She's
Her feelings are valid,
It's
and
valid.
that forgiveness should not be forced.
I'm
It
going
shouldn't
to
come as a result of, oh, people are telling her to forgive.
exactly. And for the sake of sounding controversial, or maybe forgiveness sometimes is overrated.
Oh,
Forgiveness-
forgiveness is overrated.
Overrated.
I love that statement, but let's hear from Ken. We'll come back to that statement. I love what you've said, and I really cannot wait for you to explain as to why forgiveness is overrated. All right, just take the mic down so that we can see your face.
Okay, firstly, I'm going to say that karma catches up to everyone,
Okay.
and whatever you reap today, rest assured you are going to.
Whatever you sow today,
Sorry,
you will reap tomorrow.
whatever you sow today, rest assured you are going to reap it.
Okay.
Yeah, according to what Fortune said, her emotions, how she's feeling is all valid. Take for instance now, she's actually the only girl. So you know, women take, you know, that kind of more emotional than men. You know, in the sense that they will most likely hold a grudge. So,
Okay.
but it's good and fine. All those saying that she's been unreasonable,
So do you feel it's because she's female that she's holding that grudge?
no.
Do you think if she was a
everyone-
man, it would be easier for her, or
No, no,
do you
no,
think
no.
her brothers are being
I,
unreasonable
no, no,
as to
no.
why
I just feel like everyone takes pain.
different?
The way they can take it. So this is something that actually hurt her very much. So maybe the guys were like, you know, maybe it's kind
Of
of
course, we are guys.
yeah,
Guys, exactly.
all that kind of
Let's just
things.
move
We cannot
on.
just be
We need
showing
our
a hand.
dad.
Let's just, you know, put everything in the past and kind of thing. So, but she's a woman and she's different from every other woman out there as well. So
Okay.
everyone would have to take their own pain. So, but at the end of the day, the man is dying. So it will be somehow. I mean, God said we should forgive and forget. But I know it's going to take long, but she shouldn't be pressured into forgiving.
Forgiveness, okay.
It should be at her own pace. Everything is a process. So everything starts with the baby steps, and eventually she should at least find a place in her heart to forgive them.
I don't agree with that.
We'll come back. So let's hear from you.
Um,
Go ahead.
her not being able to like
You'd have to
forgive
speak
forgive
up.
the
Can
dad
you wear this up?
Okay.
Yes.
does not mean she's wicked,
Okay.
because I just feel like she's pained because the dad left them when they were still growing up. They were still like, I'm not sure, maybe she's still a teenager by then.
Of
And
course,
now-
she was still in secondary school,
Yes.
so we assume she
So-
was.
And now she's already married and her dad is ill now. They're asking her to come and is it to take care of him. So I just feel like she's just in pain and they shouldn't like force her to forgive him, because like it's her choice to forgive him. And at the same time, I just feel like okay, they should give her some time. And she has to like later on she has to forgive the dad.
Okay,
That's
you
according-
believe that she should forgive the
Yes,
dad,
at some
but
point
you are
it has
not
to-
really sure of the time.
Yes.
It cannot be now, according to you.
Yes.
Maybe
Because
later.
she's really in pain.
Okay. Let's hear from you.
Everybody here is saying she's in her own right not to forgive the dad. Yes, that's actually true. But for her to find peace, because for her to find peace, every time she remembers the dad, she will remember what he did. She remembers the kind of hate she still has for him. I did not say she should forget what he did, but she should forgive him. Because one day, she does not know, it might be her. There are things in life that you don't plan. It happens. It might be somebody you know. Even if it's me, it will be difficult to forgive, but along the line, you have to just surrender to that person.
Okay, so now it will be difficult. Why is it difficult for you to forgive? And why do you think you have to surrender?
Because it will be difficult because mother's love is priceless.
Okay.
Losing a mother, it's difficult for most people that have passed through it. So that will hurt you a lot. It will hurt you a lot. But when you know that this man is dying, what he's looking for in this world, not looking for money again, he's looking for your forgiveness. For him to have peace of mind as he's going.
But the peace of mind that he did not give, he wants to have it. Okay, now I don't know the level at which he's sick, but from what she said, of course, she says seriously sick. So we are assuming that it's at that point where everyone has to make peace with every other person, but she does not feel like she's in that space where she has to forgive her dad.
And it saddens me that it saddens me that people are trying to make her, because I think it's easier to forget than it is to forgive. You can, okay, maybe somebody says something to you in secondary school that maybe you smell bad and everything, and after you leave secondary school, maybe that at that moment everybody in the class laughed at you, and now that you've left secondary school, you forgot about it.
Yeah.
And everything. Maybe occasionally when maybe someone says that kind of thing, you remember it. So I think for me, it's easier for me to forget about a situation and than to say let me forgive. And it's not that I cannot forgive, but can you forgive without forgetting? Can you really truly forgive without forgetting? Because I feel like everybody's trying to make her forgive for his own convenience. So when he goes, like maybe
It's not for his own convenience, for her own peace of mind. Because it's something that she has been carrying for a very long time. And if this man eventually pass, she'll still be carrying it. She'll still be angry at him, angry at different things. So making peace, it's not as if she's making peace totally. She's just making peace for her own peace of mind, not for him.
Yeah, joining my voice with what Sam Shide has said. It's true, she needs to make peace with herself. Because if she's constantly being pained by this, women have the tendency to do transfer of aggression. Get?
I'm not following you in that one.
So it's they can it can start making how do I say it now?
Like passive aggressive.
Yeah. So that kind of situation whereby she sees like every man the same, and it can start diving into
But she's
her.
already married, so if she was seeing every man the same, would she even be married to start with?
But according to what Fortune said, it's easier to forget, but something can prompt that kind of thing again. So this kind of situation now, whereby the man is is in the hospital and is a critical condition or serious condition, it can bring up what she's trying as much as possible to forget. So it can maybe for instance now her husband is talking to her, she can start having this kind of
like mental breakdown.
That why you talking to me, Seth?
You're not my father.
Yeah, and she'll be like, who knows if you don't even have a woman outside? You get so all those kind of things. So
I feel like that is going to bring about trust issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're trying to say basically is that some of the actions that our parents take have a way of creating a circle of pain, resentment, and bitterness. But the bone of contention here is that this woman is being asked to just move on, forgive her dad.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
And she's feeling like she watched her mom go through that process of pain. Her mom died literally from breaking down. When people talk about pain like it's just a casual thing. Pain kills. And even though
Slowly.
the woman might have been sick, maybe not from the fact that her husband left her, but combining with other things and everything. Now, my own take on this matter would be that let's start from the roots.
Okay.
The fact that the man disappeared without any proper closure. I don't have a problem with people leaving relationships when it no longer serves them. It might be very unpopular, but I feel like even if it's marriage, if it's not working, and the thing is that I don't know if any of our parents were able to tell her what the issues were. If the father was able to talk about it, or even the mom was able to talk about it. And for the fact that the father just absconded, it's difficult to have a clear picture as to what the issues were. He just woke up one day and decided that, see, I'm done, I no do. Carry your children. He left them. Whatever it was that they had at that point, he left them with it and said, okay, don't worry, be on your own. Me too, let me go and be with my woman. And he eventually got married to that woman, which we do not know if he started a family with the woman, but that was the life he chose at the point. Now, for me, I would say that this should be a lesson to men and even women and everyone listening, because if you decide to walk away from a relationship or a marriage, do not take your children along mentally. What I mean is, don't put your children in that level or circle where the issues you are having with their mother now transfers to the children, because it's the highest form of irresponsibility. I'm sorry for listening to us, but it's the highest form of irresponsibility that your father displayed, for him to have left without giving closure to at least the children that come from his own loins. Because okay, fine, you even hear some men say that, oh, your wife is not your family. They say it, that their wife that is not their family, so no problem. The woman that he did not consider family enough to even intimate her or tell her that, okay, this is it, I'm done. How do we go about the children? It was her father's responsibility to the children that he should have given them closure. Because if you choose at some point that, okay, at this point, you want to leave, can you like sit your children down? I do not know how old her other siblings were, but from what she's saying, she was in SS1 at the time. Her brother was just months to finishing secondary school.
So that means he's
so of
maturing
course they were
enough.
also teenagers. I don't know about her other siblings, but what about talking to your son, talking to your daughter? Parents is they really don't see the need to explain. Of course, it's not every African parent. Sometimes some parents will take decisions without really thinking through that decision making at this point not just going to affect you, but it's going to affect your child or your children, as the case may be. And right now the damage has already been done. And for the fact that she's finding it difficult to forgive her, sincerely, it would be selfish and wicked of me to about showing that you are present in that child's life because you were able to. But in the case where you had the opportunity or even the chance to be there for that child, and the least thing that you were supposed to do, which is to give that child closure, you couldn't give that child that closure. And then yes, where he does not meddle necessarily, because her husband is not expected to say, oh, don't forgive your dad, or of course he will sympathize with his wife and make her say, okay, I understand your pain, I relate with what you're going through, but you should also forgive your dad
for the sake of your mental health.
Because pain and resentment is like a chain. It continues to go on, and these things, if not well curtailed, they have a way of moving to other generations. I don't know if you get the picture at this point.
Like
so
generational
for me, I would
baggage.
say yes. I would say that treat your father because he's a human being. Treat him as a human being. But as a father, I'm not very sure at this point, because even if the roles were reversed, I would still say the same thing, especially for the fact that he left without
Closure, any form of closure. And the thing that pains me from even her perspective is the fact that she's saying that her siblings may be moving on, which also brings me to that idea of maybe like her siblings were a little bit younger,
Of course.
so they may not understand the pain of like watching your own mother break down in front of you. It saddens me that that's why I just say that you cannot expect her to just, because I've noticed one thing about African homes.
Okay.
It's always sweep under the rug immediately something bad happens.
Yes, because we just have to move on from it and
on.
everything.
And that is the thing. We don't understand how that generational trauma and generational baggage keeps on getting bigger and bigger until you now, because you see it abroad and all these things. I'm not saying encouraging anybody, but you see a lot of them saying, I've cut this person off. This person is not good for me, so I've cut them off. And then you from that thing, I try to understand it in a situation where, okay, it was too much before this thing, but at least most of these cases they give a little bit of closure. The person understands why you're cutting them off. You're too narcissistic for me and everything. So the fact that the father cut them off without, like you said, without giving them any sort of closure.
Even if he felt like he didn't owe the woman anything, what about your children? Like, it's the highest form of irresponsibility I've seen in recent time, honestly.
And she says that she has seen her father. She can count how many times she has seen her father, which
Since
is maybe
the
like
mom
past. Now, which also brings me to the fact that you said that being a father is not just a one-stop situation, is a
because
continuous
you father that
process.
child biologically.
Exactly.
It goes beyond that.
Exactly. So for people to just be like, oh, because of she's African, is your daughter, you should sweep everything under the rug, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
Let me add, what level of hatred did he have for this woman? That, okay, let's say you didn't actually like this woman, but for the fact that you have children, let's say, okay, she has 4 children. So the elder brother, your school fees, your feeding, your hostel, everything, your feeding, your hostel, everything. And this girl is someone that will soon write her SS3 exams. And this girl is someone that will soon write her SS3 exams. So the amount of money that is going to be needed for all of these are going to be very expensive. And you also take consideration of how are they going to, the clothes that are going to cost financially.
You honestly be shocked.
Yeah.
The level at which some spouses hate their spouses. Like even women, some spouses hate their spouses. Like even women do it, right? There are women who would leave with no explanation. They will just leave their children and go. And even the men, and for the fact that today the focus is on a deadbeat father who left his children without any explanation. Anyway, let's get you involved in this conversation. Call us on 090-7353-0044 so that you can be a part of the show. What's your take on this matter? This young woman is saying that her father abandoned them mom when they were kids, and their mom passed on. I mean, she died, and now the dad is sick, and they are calling them to come. It's time to forgive daddy, because I know. Hello. Yes, good afternoon, Uche. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well. So where are you calling us from?
Beg not to be judged by whatever I'm going to say concerning this issue, because I am just a mortal. I'm going to say concerning this issue because I am just a mortal, and also impacted who tend to make mistakes, and I stand to be corrected. So I'm going to make room for excuses for that man, because I have not heard from his own side of the story. So I will not absolutely conclusively conclude that he doesn't have any reason for leaving the woman. I was pained. Kathy, have you been in emotional pain before? This is more than emotional pain. Because this woman question passed through trauma into her allegedly walking out of his relationship for no reason, allegedly, according to quoting her. It's very, very traumatic. However, like I said before, forgiveness is not by force. I will not force her, beg her so much to forgive her father. But for the sake of humanity, I want to align myself with what all of you in the studio have said. She can help her father, so to say, by maybe giving her some kind of whatever money can afford if she is in possession of it. But then, I don't know how to beg her to forget. I don't know how to do that. Because if I am her, I don't know how to. If I manage to forgive, which will take me a whole lot of time, because I'm obligated to forgive, but that will take me a whole lot of time. And there is no time limit for forgiveness. And that's why it's going to take me a whole lot of time. But I don't know how to beg her to forget this, because she was in that shoe. However, she can please, for sake of her own peace, because if this man on the process passed away, she may want to blame herself when it is too late for not doing what she's supposed to do for the sake of her conscience. Thank you.
All right, Uche, thank you so much. We appreciate you. 0907-353-0044 is the number to connect with us here on radio this afternoon. Let's hear your take on this matter. How would you judge this one? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This Friday from Motherland.
Oh,
good.
Yes, good afternoon. Good to hear from you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. This is an important issue today again. And I keep saying that other people are listening to every comment and every suggestion. I'm ready to learn from why am I saying this? This man show irresponsibility and we are trying to call forgiveness. Forgiveness is, we are just using something to cover up. What is forgiveness? This man did not forgive the wife until the wife passed. Now they are now looking for a way to say, come and do forgiveness. So if the man gets well tomorrow, he now be visiting his children. So the children now have to be show him father love and the children love, right? This man left, no problem. But what are the reasons of him leaving the environment? No reason. And he never cared to come back. Okay, how are these children serving? How is their upkeep? He left the woman until the woman suffer and die. And now come today and say, come and do forgiveness. And forgiveness is what are we saying? See, if this thing continues, so many men will keep on this trajectory and say, later now they will come and forgive me and they will take me back as father. Do you know what it takes for this woman to raise these children all alone? And he's there enjoying himself. Today now he's sick. He needs forgiveness. So after forgiveness, now they have to contribute for a medical bill. Right? So he needs forgiveness. This man, in fact, anyway, we are Christian now, so the Bible always asks us for forgiveness, but we should not use that yardstick to be doing evil so that we'll now look for forgiveness later. Is that if this woman is your sister, will you call the children and say, forgive your father? If it's your sister, will you do that? See, it is bad. It's bad. If this lady can forgive the father, you don't say him the father, you are fine. And this is okay. If you can say that, okay. But after that, everybody should stay on his own. I'm forgiving you, I'm forgiving you, lip forgiveness. But it's not easy for her to forget. You see her mother passing through those bitter experience. The woman cried night where the children are sleeping. And they will only take note of those things, but they cannot voice out. They don't have a way of helping. So until the woman passed away and the man is sick now, he needs forgiveness. So to forgive him and move on.
Okay.
So, but for the husband is doing the right thing as a husband. He don't have to say, don't forgive your father. It's normal thing for husband. But deeply, if the husband is in that position, you know what to do. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Friday. 09097054450 is the number to connect with us here on a radio this afternoon. Alrighty, let's pick this call. Oh, what's going on now? 09073530044 is the number to connect with us here on radio. Hello.
Hello, my sister.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good
How are you doing?
afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. This is Joshua calling from Network.
What? Who?
This is Joshua calling from Network.
Oh, Chanya, good to hear from you. Go ahead, please.
Thank you. You know, this is a message to all men who want to leave their wife right now. It's the biggest problem. You know, when I cannot even just imagine. Now the man is telling the children to forgive him. He cannot remember when he left that woman with those children without saying a word. You know, to forgive your mother is more easy than to forgive your father. What I would just say to this, my sister, my dear sister, now you're a mother, you're a mother, you're a wife. Just forgive him and face your family. That's what I'll just say to you. So forgive him. Just forgive him and face your family. It's not easy, but just do it.
Thank you so much. Forgive because of family. All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Cassie.
Hi, Nana. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
I see the network has been a challenge for you.
Oh, it has.
Go ahead. Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, please. Go on. Go ahead.
All right. So, this is kind of personal to me because, listening to this, it could have been me going through this. I never met my mom and dad married. They got separated, I think, even before I was born. So I always saw them not together. So, I think when I was 5 or 6 years old, my dad tried to take me to his other wife that he got married to. I spent 1 month in her place. I came back looking like a skeleton. And my mom said, no way.
Wow.
She's not going to allow me to go back to that place. So, when my father had that, when it comes to, my school, my feeding, he just completely left it to my mom.
Wow, because your mom took that decision.
Yes. So, till today, me and my father are not close.
Oh.
We are not really close. I hardly call him, he hardly calls me. But anytime I go to his place, he likes showing me off and saying, this is my firstborn, this is my firstborn, this is my firstborn. But you've never treated me like someone you gave birth to. Even though I've never held it against him because my mom, it is only God that will bless that woman.
Amen.
If they go into fire to look for something to feed her children, she does it. So, I never grew up looking for something except a father's love, which I, till today, sometimes people don't understand. This thing is deep. Sometimes I sit down and I will be thinking, was I not enough for this man to take care of? The other kids that he has that he's taking care of now, what's the difference between me and them? Did I fall from the sky? Did he want me? I ask myself these kinds of questions sometimes.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
saying this personally, this is my reality.
Wow.
So but he has never forced himself on me actually when I grew up now. I go and visit him on my time. I call him on my time. He doesn't complain. He doesn't say that because I feel like he knows he doesn't have that right over me to be forcing himself or force a relationship with me now. I don't think he knows that he doesn't have that right. So last year, his brother was calling me. I was the brother that I've never met in my life. Actually, I've never met this man.
Wow.
That was the first time me and him were talking, and he was like, I need to be going to my father. I need to try to have a relationship with him too. Like, maybe I should be sending money to the family or what. I was like, I even told my mom, I was like, even my father does not do this to me. So what gives him the right? Even though I don't know the discussion he and my father always have. But like, I feel like if you abandon someone, it doesn't even matter if you gave birth to them, like friends, a family, you abandon someone when they needed you the most. You don't have the right to come back and force them to have a relationship or forgive you over what they are feeling. You don't know their feelings. You don't know what they are going through. You don't know what goes through their head. Like, I always see my friends that have their dads with them, going to school, going to PTA meetings and whatever, and it has always been my mom. I used to wonder, is my level with them not the same? Am I not enough? I ask myself this question all the time. So like, imagine what this woman is going through. I know everyone will be like, we are Africans, blah, 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 blah. Africans don't have feelings. Like, is it just because things that we always neglect, that we shouldn't bring them up? We shouldn't say it because they are our parents. Parents make mistakes too. Parents do make mistakes. Like, you cannot come out. No one should force her. I will say, if it was me personally, I will go and have a conversation with him because, like, I'm old enough to decide for myself.
All right. No,
so I will go and have a conversation with him. From the conversation I will have with him, that is when I will know
But
the way forward.
he is currently sick, so how would you now go about it? Well,
I don't know. Maybe he has. I don't know the kind of illness if he can't speak. But he's been sending messages to them, so obviously he can have a conversation, no matter how little. Maybe to explain himself to her.
Okay.
What happened? You understand? At least so that she can have. I'm just thinking about her peace of mind. But as far as the father is concerned,
all right. Thank you so
that
much.
one, he brought it upon himself.
Really
you cannot abandon someone and then expect them to just let it go at once when it is convenient for you. It doesn't happen like that.
I really wish you could go on, honestly, Nana. This has
you.
been very emotional. Thank you very much for giving us a personal touch to today's episode of the show here on Eagles FM. Well, we have this message, quite lengthy, but an emotional read, I must say. Now, this one says, "Hi, Cassie and everyone. Honestly, if a parent can abandon their spouse and include their blood, then adults should be let to face the consequences of their actions. Whatever happened, if you can't cope with a spouse, you carry your innocent kids along the journey of life. Forgiveness shouldn't be coerced. It should be from the heart. And if she doesn't feel that way, no guilt tripping. She, of course, feels deeper pain because she probably missed her dad more. It's natural that girls are more close to their dad, and he denied her those moments. Cassie, my dad's active presence in my life can never be overemphasized. I am who I am today because in everything and time, his words guide and direct me. Her husband should not force her, but encourage her to at least show care, if not as a father, but as humanity demands. I feel for her." Cassie, stories like this pierce me deeply. Okay. Tina from Lugbe. Thank you so much, Tina. We see you and we appreciate you as well. Now, Tina is just talking about it that as a girl child, it's even deeper. It goes even on a very deeper level. Honestly, I didn't see this coming. Today's episode has been very emotional, and honestly, there are a lot of people out there who are going through these moments that they can't even talk about it because, of course, we are Africans and parents are always right. Of course, they are our parents, but sometimes the decisions that these parents make or take, they do not know that these decisions have very damning consequences on their children's lives. Honestly, we cannot go on because of the news update by 1:55. I really wish we could go on, but this is where we get to wrap it up here. But for the lady, you already heard what people have said. Forgiveness cannot be coerced. It should be a process. If you decide to be human to your dad, then it's within your right. But honestly, I would not be in that position. It would be very hypocritical for me to say go for